Good evening, Austin, Texas. Please welcome Hayes Carll and the Gulf Coast Orchestra. On a record player scratching out an old and dusty tune on a front porch on a Sunday on an arky afternoon. We were lying around like gypsies thinking about going to town. And Jimmy's drinking whiskey straight in line in the shade. Jamie's dancing around the kitchen with a glass of lemonade, looking like an angel who's never gonna touch the ground. Trouble in mind. How we ever lose that time? Living for the best and leaving all the rest behind. Now them boys from Morgan County, they're coming out tonight. A country on the radio and trouble in their eyes. Come walking up the driveway, singing about the night before. And we'll head up to the mountain, pick up trucks and old guitars. Well, also marijuana as we look up at the stars. We're raising hell for hours until we can't take anymore. Trouble in mind. How we ever lose that time? Living for the best and leaving all the rest behind. There's a picture on the manteltop, it's filled with old regrets. There are things I can't remember and times I can't forget. I call you up and tell you, but baby, we've been gone too long. Now that porch is just a memory and the record player's broke. Them hills have gone to houses and Jimmy's gone to smoke. I'd do the whole thing over, darling, just to hear that song. Trouble in mind. How we ever lose that time? Living for the best and leaving all the rest behind. Living for the best and leaving all the rest behind. Well, I am what I am, an insecure mountain, a long-winded fountain of useless advice. And I've been where I've been, from Boulevard to Houston. I never could get used to how fast it all went by. And I've taken a breath as the sun hits the ocean. Home is a place where they just let you be. Go on and tell this old world that I'm tired of pretending. From here until the end, I'm gonna be what I will be. I've seen what I've seen, a highway of laughter. The dream I was chasing after always felt so far away. But I know what I know, that there's no shame in crying, just a beauty in trying to find your own way. And I'm taking a breath as the sun hits the ocean. Home is a place where they just let you be. Gonna tell this old world that I'm through with pretending. From here until the end, I'm gonna be what I would be. Gonna earn my scars from dancing too close to the fire. Get kicked out of the choir for singing my own song. And there's not one thing left that anyone can sell me. Don't bother trying to tell me that who I am is wrong. And I'm taking a breath as the sun hits the ocean. Home is a place where I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna tell this old world that I'm done with pretending. From here until the end, I'm gonna be. From now until the end, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be what I will be. Thank you very much, everybody. We've been looking forward to this for a very long time. Thank y'all for showing up here. This is our second night that we just started the tour last night in Houston. And I say that partly because it's exciting to me and I want to celebrate that with y'all, and also to sort of lower your expectations. Because there may be times where we look at each other and try and figure out who starts the song or whatever, but I think you got this one. Know what? Yeah. I've climbed up on the mountain and I've fallen in the pit. I haven't looked love in the eye and seen the other side of it. I spend most of my time just laughing at a joke nobody gets, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, she said she'd stay forever, but she lied. Oh, she couldn't keep a straight face if she tried. Told me that she loved me, now she's someone else's bride, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ain't it funny what gets you where you're going? Who's to say what's right or what is wrong? There ain't nobody knows how life's gonna happen. Only thing to do is live it till it's gone. Every time I see my buddies, we get way too stoned. I always start trading stories, and it's on. And I swear I left a piece of me down every road I've gone, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ain't it funny what gets you where you're going? Who's to say what's right or what is wrong? There ain't nobody knows how life's gonna happen. Only thing to do is live it till it's gone. Live it now. It's a big old beautiful universe, and I'm happy where I am. I got supper in the oven and a cold drink in my hand. I take naps when I want to and go dancing when I can, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ain't it funny what gets you where you're going? Who's to say what's right or what is wrong? There ain't nobody knows how life's gonna happen. Only thing to do is live it till it's gone. Only thing to do is live it till it's gone. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, thank you. How about another hand for Jonathan Terrell starting the show off tonight? Austin's own. Just flew in from London 48 hours ago to go be on this tour. Or I don't know if that's why he came, but he's back and he's on the tour. Well, it's no eternal mystery. You don't need a hard-earned clue. Why some men do their damnedest when a half a damn would do. There's a lifetime in the distance and it's filled with love and gold. And I find it yet, if I may be so bold. Yes, some men do the conqueror and some men do the will. And some will do most anything to hide the way they feel. And some like giving orders and some like to be told. But I'll make my way if I may be so bold. Bold enough to make a difference, bold enough to say I care. Bold enough to keep on trying even when the will's not there. There's a whole world out there waiting, full of stories to be told. And I heed the call and tell them all if I may be so bold. The boys were emptying their glasses, as a true believer's will, with what I guess these days passes for a good time or a thrill. And they're trying hard to convince you, but I don't believe you're sold. So I step right up, if I may be so bold. Bold enough to make a difference, bold enough to say I care. Bold enough to keep on trying, even when the game's not fair. There's a whole world out there waiting, full of dreams that can't be sold. And I heed the call and live them all, if I may be so bold. I've stumbled around these country towns and swallowed up the sea. I've wrestled with the question of just who I aim to be. Been dealt hands I had to laugh at, and some hands I'd love to fold. But I play them all if I may be so bold. Bold enough to not surrender, bold enough to give a damn. Bold enough to keep on moving or stay right where I am. There's a whole world out there waiting, full of stories to be told. And I heed the call and tell them all if I may be so bold. Yeah, tell them all if I may be so bold. All my tame and all my wild, all my man and all my child, all my faults and all my scars, all my sometimes lucky stars, all my joys and my regrets, all my old Guy Clark cassettes. Yeah, I knew the night we met you'd get it all. All my lows and all my highs, all my truth and all my lies, all my rights and all my wrongs, all my from now on love songs, all my future, all my roots, all my worn out cowboy boots that I kick off in the hall. You get it all. And I'd rather drive you crazy being more than you can stand than to let you try to love half a man. And all my cards are on the table, and darling, it's your call. But I'm all in, so lose or win, you get it all. All my will be, all my was, all my cloud of Texas dust, all my humble, all my bragging, all my on and off the wagon, all my be your place to hide, all my always on your side, all my catch you when you fall, you get it all. And I'd rather drive you crazy, being more than you can stand, than to let you try to love half a man. And all my cards are on the table, and darling, it's your call. But I'm all in, so lose or win, you get it all. All my blessing, all my curse, all my better, all my worse, but from the chapel to the hearse, you get it all. Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, I put out a new record about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and thank you. And it feels so good to finally be, there's a lot of work that goes into it and getting to this point, and it feels so good to just be able to come up on stage and sing these songs that we're about to sing for the first time. And this first one's the title track to the record. It's called We're Only Human. And it's just about navigating this experience that we're all on, and it's not easy sometimes, and just about having a little grace for ourselves and for each other, and that's all I have to say about that. Here we go. Whether you give up or you give it your best, it's hard not to feel like you fail in the test. 'Cause tragedies happen, mistakes will get made. We love and we cry, we stumble and try to not feel so free, but we're only human, nothing more. Not far removed from the Garden of Eden, and God only knows what before. We're too most anything to avoid the pain, hiding our hearts and casting the blame. 6,000 tongues, but we're all the same. Ain't no need to carry that shame, 'cause help us all thrive. Get out of the jungle and just stay alive. But gone is that danger, gone is that threat. New lessons get learned, the pages are turned, and then we forget. 'Cause we're only human, nothing more. Just a few million years from that monkey business and a little bit of stardust before. We work so hard to tame the fear in our brains, tying to love and hiding from pain, knowing we got here, but not why we came. It's enough to just drive you insane, 'cause we're only human, nothing more. So scared to lose the king we didn't choose, but not knowing how to keep score, 'cause we're only human. That is all. Just walking the road between fear and hope, knowing that we're gonna fall, 'cause we're only human. We'll move on to a little more judgmental side of things here. The man on the TV keeps making strange faces. There's folks flying rockets to faraway places. The world's getting turned on by assholes and racists, and it's all for the progress of man. There's a woman in Dallas, she goes by Dolores. She bought her a beach house out in the rainforest. The money she picked up from her third divorce, all for the progress of man. It's all for the better, and the wind and the weather, and the ivory tusk and the alpaca sweaters. It's all for the truth and the big baby Ruth. And are you sure we're really all in this together? There's 68 tuna hanging out in the ocean. The earth doesn't spin if you don't feel the motion. We pop all our pills and we knock back our potions, all for the progress of man. It's all for the better, and the birds of the feather, and the hope and the dope and the sex all together. It's all for the stronger, the louder and the longer, and the thought that we still think we care. The peace in the east is calm and unraveled. There's rust on the tractors and dust in the saddle. We all make big money on Bitcoin and cattle, and it's all for the progress of man. Said it's all for the progress of man. This is Noah Jeffries over here on the fiddle and the mandolin from Austin, Texas. out. These needle pushers, horn rim glasses, rhinestone jumpsuit, backstage passes, blue plate specials, Lou-Anne platters, Japanese is all that matters. Broken arrows, Gulf Coast kickers, who's your daddy, bumper stickers. Nothing here to strive or vex us. Friday night in Austin, Texas, all for the time to go tonight. All right. Thank you. When we recorded that song, the last line, I just made noises. There's no actual lyric. And it gives me, it's lazy songwriting, but it gives me an opportunity every night at the show to like make something up specific to the town I'm in. I just always forget to do it in advance, and some nights it goes better than others. Like right at the last solo, I start thinking about it maybe. And like when we're in Lubbock, it's tough to rhyme. And last night in Houston, I'm disappointed with my performance. I give myself a C-, but that felt solid. That felt solid tonight. Nothing here to strife or vex us. Friday night in Austin, Texas. Yeah. Eight-line machine and a sailor's daughter. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. 410 walls that there ain't much left. Looking like a homeless cheers on meth. Homeless in the corner, breaking up a fight. Good Lord, I hope I get paid tonight. I got a gig, baby. I'm burnt fried chicken and a Lone Star beer. Cops and the kids, they drink free around here. Girl behind the bar, she's taking what she's giving. Lying about her past and trying to make a living. A pool table, some hard luck cues. Go tell your mama I done paid my dues. Everyone around here knows my name. 6 nights a week in the neon flame. I got a kid, baby. I got a kid. Now there's an old line tamer parked behind the bar with 100 pounds of weed in a stolen car. Oil patch boys, girls who went to college, rules you don't break and laws that ain't acknowledged. A barefoot stripper with a pistol up his sleeve. Some will go to heaven, some will never leave. Pills and a tip jar, blood on the strings. Oh Lord, I never thought I'd see these things. I got a kid, baby. I got a kid. makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. I got a kid, baby. I got a kid. I got a kid, baby. Oh, I got a kid. Got a gig at the Scoot Inn, one of our favorite places to play. We've been talking about this. Jared, over here on the bass guitar, this is Jared Reynolds. And before we walked in here today, he said, this is my favorite gig, right here at the Scoot Inn. That's in part because last time people gave him a lot of drugs at the show. And, we all have our metrics for deciding what we like. And looking out my window on this easy afternoon, just daydreaming and humming on a tune, letting my mind go where it wants to go. I'm not in a hurry, no reason to worry, nothing I've gotta know. I spent so long climbing the hill, but I only started moving when I got still. The pace these days suits my style, and I think I'll stay here for a while. But look at that old blue jay building up her nest. But she don't take up from nobody. Something's on her mind, you know she's gonna get it off her chest. Let me be that blue jay, knowing I belong. And no matter what lies on the road up ahead, may I always have my song. All those years of chasing a thrill, but I never could get my fill. These days I can't help but smile, and I think I'll stay here a while. It seems like forever I've been holding on so tight. Life was a struggle, oh, in love it was a fight. Won't somebody save me? I cried and I cried. Turns out what I needed all along, it was right here inside. And I worked so hard to get that lesson learned. I'd like to spend time with the peace I've earned. Sounds like my station on the dial. I think I'll stay here a while. Every time I've written a record, I've had one song where I thought to myself, I wish Willie Nelson would record this. It's never happened and it probably never will, but if anybody's got a line to him, please record this and send it to him. I am just the right amount of high, floating between this moment and the sky, babe. Exactly at the height that I like to fly, and I am just the right amount of high. And I have chased a feeling all these years, blocked by insecurities and fears. And oh, it feels so good as that all disappears. And I have chased a feeling all these years. And now I am just the right amount of high, floating between this moment and the sky, exactly at the height that I like to fly. And I am just the right amount of high. Sometimes this old world scares me to death. It steals my joy until there's nothing left. It covers up the light and knocks out all my breath. Sometimes this old world scares me to death. Right now I am just the right amount of high, floating between this moment and the sky, exactly at the height that I like to fly. And I am just the right amount of high. The wind is at my back and the world is on my side, and I am just the right amount of high. Who's up for a sing-along? All you got to do is when we get to the chorus, just repeat after me. I know we got a lot of differences in this world, and I'm sure there's a lot of differences of opinion tonight between people, but probably even between couples that are here together. But let's just take 4 minutes to celebrate each other and what we have in common, which is hopefully a little bit of decency and goodness. You ready? There was a flag, there was a rally, there was a lady, there was a guy. They picked a team and started yelling. It made them both feel sad inside. So later on, when it was over, they found each other and apologized. Then they went out and got some supper and fell in love to their surprise. So thank God for good people. I thank people for being kind. I thank you for doing your thing, and thank me for doing mine. I know a guy, he's always worried. He's in no hurry to try and see how he might have a couple issues. Well, I'll be honest, that guy is me. I held a grudge against a neighbor. I did not like her for some time, till she said, hey, do you like apples? I said, I do. We get on fine. So thank God for good people. Thank people for being kind. Thank you for doing your thing, and thank me for doing mine. All right. So here we are, all together, but in the end, we'll be alone. So let's agree it would be better if we could all just get along. And thank God for good people. Thank people for being kind. Thank you for doing your thing, and thank me for doing mine. Everybody now say thank God for good people. Thank people for being kind. Thank you for doing your thing, and thank me for doing mine. One more time, so thank God for good people. Thank people for being kind. Thank you for doing your thing, and thank me for doing mine. Thank you, Austin. got a woman, she's wild as Rome. She likes to lie naked and be kissed upon. She crosses a bridge and sets it on fire, and it lands like a bird on a telephone wire. Wine bottles scattered like last night's clothes, cigarettes, papers, and dominoes. She laughs for a minute about the shape I'm in. She says, you be the center, honey, I'll be the sand. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean, a drunken poet's dream. Now there's some money on the table and a pistol on the floor, a few paperback books by Louis L'Amour. She says, honey, don't you worry about Judgment Day. All these people going to heaven, there's a sin our way. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lay, a drunken poet's dream. And so all my life I laid around while the colors all tumbled. Oh well, I closed my eyes and I finally found it brought me back to you. Now I've got a woman, she's wild as Rome. She likes to lie naked and be kissed upon. She crosses a bridge and sets it on fire, and it lands like a bird on a telephone wire. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean. Yeah, I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean, a drunken poet's dream, a drunken poet. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all. That's one I wrote with my friend Ray Wiley Hubbard right here in Austin many years ago, and Ray's been a hero and a mentor to me the last 20 plus years, and I saw him just recently. I've seen him a lot lately, and actually we're going to play together tomorrow night in Dallas. I saw him last week at Robert O'Keefe's fundraiser for the floods down in Kerrville, and I ran into Ray, and he said, hey, he has a house in Taos. And he said, Hayes, I have a guest room in my house. And I thought, oh, that's very sweet, Ray. I appreciate that. He said, no, I wasn't offering it. I was just telling you. And then last month I was in Taos, and he invited me over to that house. And I went over and we sat down, and he told me what he was up to, and I told him what I was up to, and conversation kind of lulled for a minute, but we've been talking about our careers and our lives, and he said, you know, Hayes, I've reached a point in life where I don't do well with discomfort. And I thought, of course, Ray, that's totally understandable. You shouldn't deal with discomfort. You do whatever you need to be comfortable. And he stared at me for a minute, and he said, I'm starting to feel discomfort. It took me a second, and I was like, oh shit, okay, sorry, I'll leave. I love so much that he did that. Aberdeen pulled out his razor, said, son, that was your only chance. He's connected directly by way of a wedding to the woman who I'd asked to dance. And my heart made a hole in the ceiling, and that woman felt warm and afraid. But too empty to fight, I stepped into the night and abandoned the mess I had made. And I got away with it. I got away. Who would have thought it's so easy obtaining another heart's trust? I let her believe that I'd never leave, but the selfish, we do what we must. And I acted like some kind of stranger when she desperately needed a friend. And I made such a mess out of all that was left that it can't fit together again. And I got away with it. God damn, I'm glad that's all over. The fighting that we used to do. We cast the first stone before breakfast, and we'd barely be standing by noon. And I decided I couldn't do nothing when it came down to changing your heart. So I stumbled along as if nothing was wrong, and I thoughtlessly tore you apart. And I got away with it. I got away. I got away with it. I got away. I shouted out, baby, I'm sorry, but deep down knew the truth that I'd lied. And through the torturous maze of those god-awful days, here I am on the other side. 'Cause I got away with it. I got away. All right, thank you, everybody. Let me introduce the rest of the band here. Y'all met Noah over here on the fiddle and the mandolin from Austin, Texas. Or San Marcos, specifically, via Idaho. Jared Reynolds on the bass from Nashville, Tennessee. On the drums, residing in Austin, Texas, Mr. Mike Meadows. On the piano and the keys, it's only her second show with us. From Nashville, Tennessee, Miss Thayer Serrano. And on the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, and now, the banjo. He also plays accordion. This is a good opportunity for me to tell my favorite bad joke. One of them. There was a flautist and an accordion player, and they formed a band. They had a duo, and miraculously, they got a gig on New Year's Eve, no less. And so they went and they played the show. And the promoter, after the show, said, "Hey, you guys were great. We'd like to book you for New Year's Eve next year." And they said, "That's awesome. Can we leave our gear here?" I think you told me that joke. From Houston, Texas, we went to high school together, class of '94, McCullough High. Residing in Austin, Texas for a very long time now, Mr. Scott Davis. Way too empty and the damage done too deep to stay here for the breaking of the day. And my compass is in pieces and I don't know what I seek, but I'm not sure it matters anyway. 'Cause what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. Just across the border from what I used to be, I still hear the slamming of the door. And the future holds a promise that it doesn't have to keep, but it might not need keeping anymore. 'Cause what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. As I try to make my plans and then set out like a fool towards the sea. And every wave that crashes rearranges all the sands and puts another path in front of me. And what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. What it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. Thank you. Y'all doing all right so far out there? It's so good to see y'all. I appreciate y'all coming out. I say this every night. I would do this every night, whether anybody showed up or not. And there were a lot of nights where nobody showed up. But I've discovered over all these years, it's a hell of a lot more fun when people show up. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money to come out here and support live music. Let us do what we love to do. Selling out the Scoot Inn. I can't believe it. We very much appreciate y'all. Thank you. No second chance. We've been drifting on an empty, aching sea. You were the girl I never knew I wanted. I was the boy you hoped you'd never see. It's a shame we ain't lovers. There could have been something so big and great. Just kissing frowns underneath that sweet magnolia, begging for answers, trying to make a stay. Been burning up the hours, talking to the midnight, just dreaming of ways I could hold you next to me. And maybe it just wasn't meant. All things have a reason. Or maybe our hearts are just too careless and free. But it's a shame we ain't lovers. There could have been something so big and great. Just kissing frowns underneath that sweet magnolia, begging for answers, trying to make a stay. There was a time where you would have had me. There was a time when I could have had you. But it's too late, another path has come and gone again. I'm at the back door with a broken window view. It's a shame we ain't lovers. There could have been something so big and great. Just kissing frowns underneath that sweet magnolia, begging for answers, trying to make a stay. I'm tired of writing, but I can't put down my pen. It's too late now to talk or turn back. So just hold on, 'cause baby, here we go again. Heading the wrong way down that one-way track. It's a shame we ain't lovers. There could have been something so big and great. Just kissing frowns underneath a sweet magnolia. Thank you, everybody. Well, God came down to earth to enjoy what she created. Took a fishing trip to Georgia to see what she could see. Cast out a whole little line and thought she'd hooked a big one. Reeled in an oil barrel and said, oh my me, this is why your whole world is on fire. This is why you can't drink from your own springs. This is why, this is why, this is why, this is why y'all can't have nice things. So she walked back to the highway, flagged down a passing stranger, an old man with a kind streak who offered her a token. Just as she was partaking, the blue light started flashing as he slipped the handcuffs on her. She thought this must be a joke. This is why you're soft strung out to Christmas. This is why I left you all those seeds. This is why, this is why, this is why, this is why y'all can't have nice things. Jail with a rap sheet and no money, went looking for a coffee and passed by an angry mob. They were yelling about people who should suffer pain eternal. She asked one for $1. They said, sinner, kid a child. And this is why I blessed you with compassion. This is why I gave you empathy. This is why I said to love your neighbor. This is why pills don't grow on trees. This is why I offer you salvation. This is why angels lose their wings. This is why, this is why, this is why. This is why y'all can't have nice things. Oh, this is why y'all can't have nice things. Joined the Air Force, said it was a good soul. Stranger love and money, but it only led to divorce. Ended up in Abilene, working at a Dairy Queen. Put me in the Army, did it under 17. Here I am standing, the desert with a gun. Thought I'd go able, but I'm too afraid to run. Got myself a new plane, stealing from the Taliban. I make a little money, turn their pockets into heroin. Sergeant didn't like it, so they put me in a hole. Said it's easy shooting when they don't know where to go. Threw me on a lily pad, sent me home to NORAD. I knew I'd be in trouble, I didn't think it'd be this bad. Oh, what a stranger women all black met me on on the tarmac. I told him I was sorry, but I ain't ever going back. Said you ain't a trouble son, learn to fight without a gun. A new assignment, now you're working for the Pentagon. Gonna take a trip, well, tell me what it's for. You gotta save your country, gonna help us win the war. MIT, PhDs, night and day to test to me. Ain't what I was thinking, but I'm being all that I can be. I ain't no genius, but I knew it wasn't right. Up us in the morning, LSD at night. Send me off to deep space, help them win the arms race. Hold on to your mighty, this shit has got a funny taste. I hear the countdown, 100 feet above the ground. Told me when I'm leaving, nothing about it coming down. Sitting on a bad dream, 1,000 tons of gasoline. Ain't leaving nothing but some rubble in my slipstream. Mama always said, be aiming for the moon. She never would have guessed I'd be passing by soon. How the hell did I get here? Blasting through the atmosphere, drop the rocket booster, shifting into high gear, blowing on the system. Bottle on my knee, Armstrong ain't got nothing on me. Hey yo, here we go, K-Mac, yo yo. Someone wanna give me, gotta come up with a sun on go. Well, I think I see a bright light. Something about it ain't right. I laid down in a spaceship. I woke up in a firefight. I'm tripping from the morphine. I came down in a bad scene. God, don't let me die here. I ain't even 19. Won't ever ask you love or anything again. Swear it on the Bible, the Torah, Quran. Lying in a rhino track, about to have a heart attack. IED got to me, something called the medevac. I need some fixing it to where it is I've been. Never gonna go and try and shoot a gun again. Stepping out the back door, gonna join the Peace Corps. Tell me I'm a hero now, someone else can fight this war. Austin, Texas, we love y'all. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Thank you, everybody. Winnie, stay with me, bro. Well, my dog's running off into the crowd. Be good to her if you see her, and don't feed her chocolate. She'll be okay, I trust y'all. I saw you leaning on a memory with your back turned to the crowd in that little bar on Murphy where they play guitar too loud. And there were people drinking whiskey and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I could not wait forever, babe. I hope you understand. All the night was feeling lucky, so I asked you to dance. And the way you looked up at me made me think I had a chance. But when I put my arms around you, I knew you weren't giving in. And I hope it will be different if I pass this way again. All the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you understand. Well, I walked the road to get here with a guitar in a case. And I stopped in Pasadena if I'd have known about this place. Yeah, but you looked like forever where the water meets the shore. I've been thinking about you, baby. I can't do that anymore. I saw you leaning on a memory with your back turned to the crowd in that little bar on Murphy where they play guitar too loud. And there were people drinking whiskey and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you understand. Yeah, all the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you understand. Let's bring the band back out for something. Did Winnie end up back in the dressing room, or is she out in the crowd? Guys, did y'all see the dog when you went back there? Okay, well, okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, there she is. Hey, girl, come here. Winnie. So many years my soul was scared, afraid of what might be finding there if I should ever dare to listen. It's such a tiresome load to carry, to have a heart so torn and weary, it leaves all that could be buried or missing. But one day I'm gonna get there, where the living is easy, and my spirit believes me when I sing my song. And one day I'm gonna wake up with the battle behind me, let the stars remind me that I'm right where I belong. When the dream was young and bolder, there wasn't much that I couldn't shoulder, but the world can leave you cold and undone. The sun is setting in the western sky, still so much life to try. I'm not ready to say goodbye to this one. One day I'm gonna end up where the beautiful sees me, and the trouble just leaves me, which leaves me feeling so much better. One day I'm gonna get there where the living is easy, and my spirit believes me when I sing my song. And one day I'm gonna wake up with the battle behind me, and let the stars remind me that I'm right where I belong. Let the stars remind me that I'm right where I belong. All right, thanks so much again, everybody, for coming out. They got a curfew here, so we got to wrap it up. But I hope y'all had a great time. We really appreciate you being here. It's always great to be back home in Austin. Thank you guys for showing up. And actually, one more time before we go, Jonathan Terrell. Let's give him a big hand. I want to thank the Scoot Inn for having us. And one last time, Noah Jeffries, Jared Reynolds, Mike Meadows, Thayer Serrano, Scott Davis. I'm Hayes Carll. We love y'all. I got all night to remember you by. I got a half-pack bag and a wandering eye. I said I love you, baby, till the day I die. Don't worry. It's just sometimes people get a little bit uptight. I'm not drinking from the loving cup. I gotta walk them on like a little bitty pup in a hurry. It seemed like every time I give my heart a couple good years and the bullshit starts. Did my best, honey, played my part, it's over. Now I'm sitting cross-legged in a heartache tree, knowing damn well you ain't thinking about me. Just a sad reminder of it used to be. I'm gone, and we go down, 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 down. Our love just left this town. Well, I never had a dream, I guess I sold it. If I had a secret, Lord, I told it. This here hand, I never thought I'd fold it, darling. Yeah, I paid my dues and I served my time. We had a good time, but we never could rhyme. Put up a buck just to get back a dime. It's gone. I remember a time when the mood was right. You'd say go, we'd go all night. Now it's bitch and moan and fuss and fight. I'm tired, babe. If you're ever in trouble, honey, I'll be there. But I'd rather be one than a mournful pair. The blind can see that you don't care. I'm gone. And we go down, 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 down. Yeah, love is left this town. What have I done? I can't believe these things I said. A little couple bad news go to my head. Without your love, I'll be old dead. I'm sorry. Now it's getting hard to handle that lonesome sound. Goodbye, trouble, I'm homeward bound. The only good thing this old boy's found, I'm home.